What's up, everybody? So today we're going to be playing Magmortar and Electivire in a little bit of a team-up style deck, a nice stage 1 little single prize deck. I think this deck is surprisingly good. One of the things that I think is really good about it is the fact that this hits if you have an Electivire on your bench for 240, which is knocking out pretty much every V in the game before they have a Cape of Toughness or something of that like. And we also have Magma Basin here to do 20 damage to any of the Magmortars. So if we switch in and they do happen to have a Cape of Toughness or they're a V max, typically we can attack with Magmortar, get knocked out, go right into our Electivire, and for a single energy take the prizes. I'm only running one speed energy, and that's actually because I only happen to have one. I thought I had more, but I don't, so this is how I'm running it. But outside of that, I didn't go with Crobat or Lumineon for my build because I think having Gormandize is just fine, and I don't want to have the possibility of stuff getting bossed up to the front. I think that that's like a real hindrance, and I ended up during testing losing games actually because we would be kind of close in a prize race, and they would boss up a Lumineon in the late game or a Crobat that I couldn't get rid of, and I would end up losing when I didn't really need to. So being able to just have the ones like Snorlax on the board early pretty much does everything I needed to do. We have switches just to obviously switch out from our Snorlax if it's in front and be able to move around. We do play the Manaphy just in case of running into Jolteon or something like that, because it can really terrorize our board since we're playing very weak single prizers and basic Pokemon. But outside of that, the deck is pretty self-explanatory. You want to make sure that we can use our Ultra Ball and things like that to set up our energies for Magma Basin. We have Rhyhand in the late to power up a single turn Magmortar. And so yeah, that's pretty much the build. I think it's very simple, but I think it's very good. And I will see you guys in the game. What's up, everybody? So we're in our game 1. We're going to go with Tails because it never fails. Except for this one time, but you didn't see that. Shut up. We got our Gormandize Snorlax, so we're going to be able to use that early. Throw down both of these because we may as well. We'll have an energy to attach. That's pretty good. Oh, Hoopa. That's pretty cool. So they're probably playing, I mean, it would make sense. Eternatus with the sleeves and dark. But we'll have to wait and find out. They didn't play the typical stadium, so we'll find out. Getting rid of another choice spell. Oh, yeah, right. I kind of completely forgot about. But the benefit here is that we do one-hit KO it with a Magmortar. So that's very nice. We'll get that. We'll be able to attach energy here. Yeah, I think what we want to do, we want to hold the research for right now. Guarantee our Magmortar. And Gormandize. There it is. So we have our level ups for next turn. We can attach an energy, and maybe if we're lucky, we'll be able to get a Magma Basin. Our Snorlax is out, which is a little bit unfortunate. That's nice though. We set up for that. Throw out that Magmar because we don't really need it. Basin. In case we're able to get into it somehow. And we are, which is super clutch. So we're going to be able to discard that. We'll grab another Magmar so we can right hand to that later. I don't think we really need that. Switch in. Keep that, and see, look at that. They already quit because the power of teamwork is too strong. Immediately, so we would have come in, knocked that out, and I don't think they really had an answer. We probably would have claimed 2 prizes right away. Or, sorry, 4 prizes. So with all that put together, see, the power of teamwork and Magmortar. Unstoppable. But let's see if we can do that in another game. Alright, everybody, we're in our next game. They're calling the coin flip. And I won the coin flip because they were foolish and did not choose heads. I tried to tell you. Or, sorry, did not choose tails. See, you got me tripping up. Because the answer is always tails, except when it isn't, because it always is. Rapid strike, interesting, interesting. We're here. There's not really much else we can do, but we'll thin our deck a little bit just so we don't bother drawing this stuff in the future. We're not really in the best position because the best we can do is hit for 50 on the next turn. We won't die, so that's good. But this is pretty unfortunate of a hand, actually. The last game went really well for us. This game, not so much. That's sad. That's pretty much the best we can do. Which is very, very unlucky. That one was crap. Alright, so we won a game fast and we lost the game fast. That's that is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So alright, we'll do we got another 2 quick games, so let's head into the third and see if we can split the difference a little bit here. Alright guys, so we're in it. We're gonna alright. We're not gonna talk about it. Nothing happened, nothing to see here. Everybody shut up. Everybody knows the tails wins every time. So there was nothing to see here. Everything went exactly the way it should have. Nobody say anything. Shut up. The Blastoise sleeves are interesting. Oh, Ice Rider. Our hand again is not super ideal. I don't want to Marnie them because they're down to 3. Granted, I mean, they could have like a research or something of that nature in their hand, but I just have to play as if they don't. Let me grab that. With 20. We'll look to evolve just to start grabbing something, but there's not really a lot we can do. We're kind of hoping that they're just stuck right now. Well, that's pretty annoying. Oh, wow. Yeah, so I guess Marning would have been fine, because they're going to be able to grab a research right now anyway. But I mean, there's not much I can do under the idea that they just had their last 3 cards being the exact 3 cards that they would have needed to play there. think I just Marnie just to set us back and to kind of an even state. And hope I can get myself in a better position. We'll get rid of that. Just a cover in case I get knocked out. There. And we'll hold on to this for right now. I would have liked to just to attach the energy and got the quick prize there. But misplayed a bit. But it's fine. On the next turn we can get into that. And that'll at least knock out that if he can't retreat. That won't really do anything for him, at least not at the moment. So we're okay. We're not in a good spot. But alright, so he is like a bit stuck, which is nice for us. I kind of don't want to knock him out because then he's going to go into Ice Rider and there's not a ton I can do from there. But I want to start setting up Magmars a bit. Because if I can get one kind of like one free turn with a Gormandize, I should be in a fine spot. Or even if he knocks this thing out, I don't really care that dramatically. I have another one. Oh wow. Alright, so now he's gonna start being able to draw. If he has the energy in his hand, knocks that out, I'm still fine. Yet again, as long as I can get the Gormandize off and then get into Magmortar. Well, that's kind of annoying. Now, what can I do off this? It's not a lot. Oh, no, he's gonna start tagging that. Wow, that path to the peak really... I'm gonna have to put this up just to stall. Don't really have another option. I think I'm just gonna pull that up. We'll attach here. Gormandize. Just to kind of slow him down. We did get into our Magmortar though. And then I realized that the path of the peak, in and of it, the effect on it doesn't fuck me, but the not having my Magma Basin is going to be really annoying. I'm going to have to deal with that. Just because it pinging me over and over, it's going to get really frustrating. Just have to keep one switch. Basics. I don't really need that either. Alright, I got my Magmortar. I'm gonna set that. And we're gonna look to set up a second. We're gonna look for our next. We really want to find a magma basin. Is really what we're looking for. Hopefully there's one in our prize cards here that we can just grab. And look at that. See, we just know the future. The good thing here is that really what we need is just one electric energy. And because we'll be able to go right into Electivire, kill that. Place down another one. There. There. You don't need that. No, we'll just set up one more of these. We Gormandize here, and we're really just looking for our electric energy. We found it. That's huge. So we'll be able to knock out the Suicune on return. Then all we got to do is find a single boss, which we should have another 2. We have another at least 1 in the deck. So that's all we have to find. So we can just let him knock us out here with Suicune. We don't need our Magma Basin anymore because we just need to find a single energy of any kind. And we can recycle some back into the deck right now, so it's not really too big of a deal. He can do 40 damage to us here, but yet again, that's not gonna add up to enough. And he's pretty much dead in the water here, unless he gets something super good out of that. We're about to knock that out. We're just gonna put some basics back in. Be able to set up one more. Because we'll be able to knock that out. We're going to set that up. We don't need these anymore. Yeah, we don't really need that. We're about to draw into our 8. Okay, and our bosses and our prize cards. So that's really not what we wanted to see at all. That's really unlucky, but it's overall fine. We're not in the worst spot we've ever been in. That. So now we just have to hit, just like we hit our Magma Basin before, we just have to hit our boss right here. We just have to hit our boss right here. Okay. Well, that didn't happen, and now that really sucks. We're still not doomed. That's unfortunate. Never mind, we are doomed. That really sucks. Our one boss's order that we needed is right here. And that would have won us the game. And he gets a boss. Man. What are the odds, man? That just sucks. That's really unfortunate. But there isn't really much we can do about it. We get really unlucky. But unfortunately, that is what it is. If we did weakness to the bench, we could have hit for something. But unfortunately, we don't. So that's pretty tragic. But not much we can do. We'll close this ball 50 and just come up a little short. Unlucky. But that is how the game goes sometimes. And you just gotta play it as it is. But I had fun. I think it does show the power of the deck. A little bit of unluck, and we would have been able to take this game. And overall, I think that does show the power of the deck. I think the deck is really fun. Maybe has a little bit of consistency problems, but for a stage 1 deck, especially a very heavy budget deck, I think it plays really, really well. I'd highly recommend everybody to give it a shot. But thank you, everybody. Let me know if there's any other decks that you want to see down below. Also, while I'm covering other stuff, I think I fixed the audio problem that I encountered in my last video. So if the audio does sound better and you made it all the way through to the end, let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, appreciate it. Thanks, guys.